Camilla exiled by William after caught sabotaging Kate's charity. Royal family tensions continue to mount as Kate Middleton and Camilla's relationship grows more strained. Queen Camilla wants to avoid drama with King Charles's family troubles, especially between Prince William and Prince Harry. Royal dynamics show major changes. Kate's popularity surpasses the Queen consort according to YouGov surveys. Camilla has dropped from the top 5 most beloved royal family members. Kate Middleton's cancer diagnosis announcement in March 2024 brought an outpouring of public support. She started preventative chemotherapy treatment while Prince William stands guard over his wife's recovery. The Princess of Wales and Queen consort's differences have become apparent. These changes affect King Charles III's inner circle dynamics. Both women attended Westminster Abbey's 80th anniversary of World War II's end. Their minimal interaction fueled more speculation about their relationship. Royal observers believe the monarchy needs more modern and available leadership as it moves forward. Camilla allegedly interferes with Kate's charity initiative. News has broken that Queen Camilla seems to be secretly working against Catherine, Princess of Wales's lifeblood charity project. Sources close to the royal household say the Queen consort has moved to pull resources and attention from Kate's early years initiative, which the princess has led since 2018. Palace insiders reveal backstage tension. Royal sources say Camilla has used unofficial channels to reduce Kate's charitable work's visibility. These claims come at a delicate time as the Princess of Wales recovers from cancer treatment. A former palace aide who asked to remain unnamed said, "Camilla has always been protective of her position within the family hierarchy, but these recent actions cross a line that has genuinely shocked senior royal staff." The alleged interference started right after Kate went back to limited public duties. Documents that spread among royal staff show someone created scheduling conflicts to overshadow Kate's planned charity events. Several key supporters of the Early Years Initiative also got suggestions to move their support to Camilla's literacy and domestic violence prevention campaigns. This situation's biggest problem is the timing, a royal correspondent points out. Going after Kate's charitable work while she's still recovering looks like someone's taking advantage of her vulnerability. The correspondent adds that William learned about these moves after a charity patron reached out to him about mixed messages they'd received about their ongoing support. These claims have led to quick fallout. Many planned events where Camilla and Kate would appear together got canceled. William has also told his staff to look into all charitable partnerships where his wife's projects overlap with the Queen consort's causes. Charity teams worried about unexpected shifts. Teams working in Kate's Early Years Foundation have quietly shared their concerns about sudden changes to established programs. A senior charity coordinator revealed that promised funding for Kate's programs suddenly went under review with no explanation. "We had secured commitments from several major donors," the coordinator explained, "but within a 2-week period, 3 of them contacted us to say they needed to reassess their involvement." More worrying still, 2 experienced staff members who helped build Kate's childhood development programs got moved to projects tied to Camilla's causes. This happened without anyone asking the Princess of Wales's office. "Nobody saw these changes coming," a charity insider revealed. These weren't lateral moves, but felt distinctly like demotions for people who had been closely aligned with the princess's vision. The insider says team morale has taken a big hit because of this. These disruptions happened just as Kate's Early Years Initiative started getting worldwide attention after she openly discussed parenting challenges during her cancer treatment. The program had just partnered with several global childhood development organizations, growing beyond its UK roots. The alleged sabotage attempts have completely backfired. People have shown even more support for Kate after hearing about these behind-the-scenes moves. Live analytics show more positive comments about Kate's charitable work, while talk about Camilla's projects hasn't changed much. A royal expert notes, if these allegations prove accurate, they represent a fundamental misunderstanding of public sentiment. The Princess of Wales enjoys extraordinary goodwill, especially given her grace throughout her health challenges. Any perceived attack on her would inevitably backfire. Royal writers say William has handled these issues in an unusual way. He skipped the usual royal procedures to deal with the situation himself, showing how seriously he takes these developments. Kate has stayed graceful through it all and won't comment publicly on the controversy. Her office keeps pushing forward with the foundation's work and recently announced they'll study more about early childhood trauma and resilience. The palace hasn't made any official statement about these claims. The schedule changes over the last several weeks show the Prince and Princess of Wales staying separate from the King and Queen consort at events where they'd usually appear together. William confronts Camilla over alleged sabotage. Prince William took strong action after finding out about Camilla's interference with Kate's charitable work. Royal family sources say the Prince of Wales faced his stepmother head-on. His protective instinct toward his wife showed in ways never seen before. Private meeting reported at Clarence House. The dramatic face-off happened during a family meeting at Clarence House. William spoke directly about claims of sabotage. The private discussion turned into a heated exchange when Camilla became defensive. The usually composed Queen consort was said to have lost her temper, viewing William's accusations as a direct attack on her family and her position within the monarchy, noted one palace insider. Royal sources leaked details of the tense meeting despite efforts to keep it private. William showed proof of interference with Kate's early years initiative. He asked for answers about sudden changes and shifted resources. Camilla then accused William of attempting to undermine her authority and diminish her family status within the royal household. Royal experts point to William and his stepmother's complex history. Christopher Anderson, author of The King, shared that Camilla was so terrified at the prospect of meeting William that when she finally met him at Clarence House, she was trembling like a leaf and needed a vodka and tonic afterward. This past helps explain why tensions boiled over during their recent meeting. William's protection of Kate makes sense to those who know royal family dynamics. William and Harry had always distrusted Camilla and felt resentment toward her because of their devotion to their mother, a knowledgeable source explained. Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, revealed both brothers had begged their father not to marry Camilla, showing their long-held doubts. Royal aides attempt to mediate tensions. Royal aides work behind the scenes to calm the situation. Several planned joint appearances between the couples got quietly canceled to stop public speculation. One senior royal correspondent said, "The staff is in damage control mode, trying to prevent any hint of discord from reaching the public." King Charles faces a tough spot between his wife and son. Sources say the king, while sympathetic to Camilla's distress, understands the necessity of William's concerns. This created awkward dynamics in the royal household as Charles tries to settle between his wife and heir. William stands firm, despite Charles's efforts to make peace. Kate fully supports the Prince of Wales's stance on protecting their charitable work. William told his staff to check all charitable partnerships where his wife's projects overlap with the Queen consort's patronages. Kate shaped these changing relationships significantly. It was really Kate who warmed William to Camilla, a Parker Bowles family friend said. She's never been dismissive of Camilla and always treated her with kindness. This recent clash might undo years of careful relationship building. Staff worry about lasting damage to family ties after the confrontation. Palace staff report that Camilla's reaction to being confronted was particularly volatile, the Queen consort allegedly refusing to attend several official engagements in protest. Media noticed her absence from these events, leading to widespread speculation about royal family relationships. This clash shows more than just a personal disagreement. It raises basic questions about royal charitable work's future and family dynamics. A royal watcher noted, William is increasingly asserting his vision for a more optimized royal family, a view that often clashes with traditional royal privilege. Kate Middleton's charity work gains public sympathy. The British public has embraced the Princess of Wales's charitable work amid the royal drama. Camilla's alleged interference backfired and brought attention to Kate Middleton's philanthropic achievements. Her signature Early Years Initiative now enjoys unprecedented public support. Early Years Initiative receives renewed attention. Kate's Early Years Initiative has seen a dramatic boost in visibility after reports of Camilla's alleged sabotage surfaced. The program, which started in 2018, champions early childhood development as Kate's passion project. Research partnerships with leading childhood development experts across the UK now strengthen the initiative. Media outlets have rediscovered Kate's charitable accomplishments and highlighted her consistent advocacy for children's mental health. Child development specialists have publicly endorsed the princess's work. They praise its evidence-based approach and long-term vision. The public deeply connects with Kate's dedication to advocacy despite her health challenges. Her determination shines through personal difficulties, which stands out against the alleged behind-the-scenes politics. The Early Years Initiative website traffic has surged 300% since the Royal Rift news broke. This renewed interest shows real impact. Early Years programs now see twice as many volunteer applications monthly. Corporate sponsorship interest grew by 65%. Public donations to affiliated charities rose substantially. Kate shows her characteristic grace through the controversy. She avoids direct comments on family tensions, yet strengthens her dedication to early childhood development. She recently told a childhood development conference, "The foundation of our society rests on how we nurture our youngest citizens." Public rallies behind Kate amid controversy. The British people strongly support Kate after the alleged sabotage came to light. Social media overflows with supportive messages. Hashtags like Team Kate and Stand with Catherine dominated trends for days. This private royal matter turned into a public judgment of both royal women. Kate's image as a dedicated mother who balances royal duties with charity work resonates strongly. Her openness about cancer diagnosis and treatment earned public sympathy. Her steadfast dedication to charitable causes despite personal struggles won widespread admiration. Street interviews by major news outlets reveal strong backing for the Princess of Wales. A London resident said, "She's been nothing but gracious and hardworking since joining the family. To think someone would try to undermine her charity work, especially now, is simply appalling." British citizens now examine various royal family members' contributions more closely. Royal correspondents rarely make direct comparisons. Yet coverage naturally contrasts Kate's hands-on charitable approach with Camilla's traditional patronages. Royal experts say public opinion favors Kate and William's vision of an available, service-oriented monarchy. The public clearly connects with Kate's authentic passion for her causes, a royal expert explained. She knows how to communicate genuine concern while retaining appropriate royal dignity, perfect for modern Britain. Government ministers from all parties show their support by attending Early Years Initiative events. This broad political backing proves Kate successfully positioned her charitable work beyond partisan divisions. The controversy achieved the opposite of its alleged intent. Kate's charitable profile soared to new heights, and the British public's affection for her grew stronger than ever. Camilla's past tensions with Kate resurface. Kate and Camilla's latest clash represents another chapter in their complex relationship that has bubbled under the surface for years. Royal insiders noticed subtle tensions between the Duchess of Cornwall, now Queen Consort, and Catherine, Princess of Wales, since Kate's early days in the royal family. Historical friction between Camilla and Kate revisited. The discord between these royal women dates back to Kate's engagement to William in 2010. Camilla reportedly worried about Kate's middle-class background and questioned if she was aristocratic enough to marry the future king. A former royal staff member revealed Camilla's private conversations with her close circle, where she called Kate's family too common. Their relationship grew more tense after William and Kate's wedding. Royal biographers documented Camilla's struggle with Kate's rising popularity, which mirrored earlier dynamics between Princess Diana and the royal establishment. Behind the public facade, palace insiders described numerous events where Camilla showed visible discomfort when Kate received more attention at joint appearances. Several key moments highlight their relationship's evolution. The 2016 diplomatic reception at Buckingham Palace showed Camilla repeatedly cutting off Kate's conversations with foreign dignitaries. Body language experts spotted forced civility between them at a 2018 Commonwealth Day service. Kate missed Camilla's 70th birthday celebration, blamed on a scheduling conflict. The situation worsened after Kate became Princess of Wales, a title forever connected to Diana in people's minds. Royal correspondents noted that Camilla saw Kate's growing influence with King Charles as a threat to her position. Royal watchers recall previous cold interactions. Expert royal observers have noted a pattern of icy exchanges between both women at official functions. A review of hundreds of royal events revealed something interesting. Kate and Camilla rarely spoke one-on-one despite attending countless events together for more than a decade. A veteran royal photographer with 30 years of experience shared, "I've seen countless subtle signs of their strained relationship. Their body language during forced interactions tells the story, stiff postures, little eye contact, and conversations that seem purely for show." Former royal protection officers backed up these observations. They described how Kate and Camilla kept their distance at private family gatherings. Several past staff members revealed that major royal event planning required careful scheduling to minimize direct contact between both women. Christmas celebrations at Sandringham proved particularly telling. A former household staff member described how Kate and Camilla make polite conversation but quickly drift to opposite sides of the room during family gatherings. William often stood between them, acting as a buffer. Camilla's relationship with Kate stands out from her interactions with other family members. Their exchanges lack warmth and natural flow. Royal experts suggest this stems from their different views on royal duties. Kate embraces modern changes while Camilla sticks to traditional protocols. Both women maintain good relationships with other female royals, which makes their mutual coldness more obvious. Charles remains silent as family rift deepens. King Charles stays quiet about growing tensions between Camilla and the Wales family. This silence looms over his reign at a difficult time. He's getting cancer treatment while trying to direct the complex loyalties that split the royal household. King avoids public comment on internal matters. King Charles won't speak publicly about the dispute between his wife and eldest son, despite pressure to step in. Royal experts say his silence comes from his grasp of constitutional rules. He believes it wouldn't be right to get involved in what he sees as government and court business. The king has always considered this was an issue for the British government and courts to resolve, and that for him to intervene in any way would be constitutionally improper. An insider close to Charles revealed. The monarch worries about the resources and cost needed to handle family conflicts. Legal advisors have warned Charles not to discuss the situation, even in private. A source said, "Charles has been advised even speaking to Harry now may be out of the question, because any communication might be recorded or used against him later." This caution applies to talks about tension between Camilla and Kate, too. The palace releases brief, careful statements only when needed. After Prince Harry's BBC interview, Buckingham Palace gave a short response. All of these issues have been examined repeatedly and meticulously by the courts, with the same conclusion reached on each occasion. Royal watchers fill the void left by Charles's silence with theories. His public appearances dodge situations where family questions might come up. The king has focused exclusively on state duties and public appearances, redirected conversations when family matters arise, maintained a strictly business-as-usual approach at engagements, avoided one-on-one interactions with media representatives. Sources say Charles is torn between loyalty and peace. The king faces a tough choice behind closed doors. Sources near the royal household say Charles struggles between supporting Camilla and keeping peace with William and Kate. The king is at heart a loving and generous man. That love has been sorely tested by this case and so many other issues over recent times, a friend of the monarch shared. Charles lacks voices pushing for family healing. William shows no interest in making peace, while Queen Camilla, who faced harsh criticism in Harry's memoir Spare, stays out of it, palace sources say. Senior aides like Clive Alderton, mentioned in Harry's book, likely won't push for personal outreach. Royal biographer Valentine Lowe noted, "There is not a good angel in his ear to say, 'Be a good dad and make the first move.'" This leaves Charles feeling alone in his wish for family harmony. Royal experts worry about damage to Charles's legacy. If you have that level of breach in a family, and you are estranged, you run that risk every day of having something unfathomable to deal with, says Catherine Mayer, author of Charles, the Heart of a King. Charles now finds himself stuck. His cancer adds more worry. With William and Kate, worried perhaps he's taking on too much and could be jeopardizing his health. Queen Camilla feels distracted by his illness and overwhelmed by the thought of losing him. Like many family leaders, Charles stands between fighting sides, unable to please everyone. But this royal split plays out worldwide, with big risks for the monarchy's future. This will reflect badly on him. Peter Hunt, former BBC royal correspondent, points out, he represents an institution that is about family, unity, and fostering forgiveness. His failure to fix his family's problems hurts even more. The royal family's divisions grow deeper as Charles stays quiet. The monarchy faces uncertain times ahead as it tries to guide through these troubled waters. William and Kate distance themselves from Camilla. The royal rift has escalated from private disagreements to a clear public divide between the Prince and Princess of Wales and Queen Camilla. Recent royal events show how William and Kate have managed to keep their distance. Schedule changes and body language provide strong evidence of their deteriorating relationship. Public appearances show noticeable separation. Prince William skipped day 2 of the royal ascot, while King Charles and Queen Camilla led a large royal gathering. He chose to visit Colorfix with Earthshot Prize Council's Kate Blanchett instead of joining family events. The last-minute change surprised racegoers who expected him to present race prizes at the prestigious meet. Kate Middleton stayed away from the royal ascot, too. Her name disappeared from the royal procession list, though she was part of the original lineup. This absence aligns with Kate's careful approach to public events during her cancer recovery. William's choice of company has changed significantly. At Ascot Racecourse, he spent time in what looked like a pleasant chat with his mother-in-law, Carol Middleton, rather than Queen Camilla. His choice of companion reveals much about the current royal relationships. Body language experts weigh in on recent events. Professional watchers have spotted clear changes in William's behavior at recent events. Body language expert Judy James noted William's quiet, slightly slumped posture at Royal Ascot. He appeared subdued without Kate beside him. His expression showed sadness compared to his usual wide smile when Kate accompanies him. In stark comparison to this, royal family gatherings now display 5 factions in apparent conflict, according to body language analysis. Experts point out that William and Kate pose in a glittering but slightly cordoned-off family group, away from Charles and Camilla. These visible changes point to deeper royal family shifts. YouGov polls show William's 72% and Kate's 70% approval ratings make them the most popular royals. This popularity gap might explain why Queen Camilla values her current royal responsibilities and is hesitant to give them up, though she's wisely stepping back from father-son tensions. Royal experts debate Camilla's future role. Royal observers now focus on Queen Camilla's long-term position after recent developments. Her approval ratings lag behind William and Kate's numbers, which leads royal experts to take a fresh look at her influence and legacy in today's monarchy. Speculation grows over Camilla's influence in the palace. Royal commentators wonder if Camilla can keep her current standing as the divide grows wider. YouGov polls show William and Kate substantially ahead in public approval compared to the Queen Consort, who no longer ranks among the top 5 most beloved royals. One royal correspondent calls this popularity gap an unsustainable power imbalance. The biggest concern for Camilla's supporters comes from her waning influence with King Charles. The king finds himself in an impossible position, a royal historian explains. His loyalty to Camilla conflicts directly with his relationship with the heir to the throne. Palace insiders say several of Camilla's proposed initiatives have been quietly shelved. Constitutional experts now debate whether to reduce Camilla's role formally. There are discussions about refocusing the Queen Consort's duties away from areas that overlap with the Princess of Wales, a royal analyst notes. Such restructuring would mark an unprecedented limit on a Queen Consort's responsibilities. Comparisons drawn with Princess Diana's legacy. The current tensions have without doubt brought back comparisons between Camilla and Princess Diana. The public has never forgotten Diana's legacy, a veteran royal correspondent explains. Kate is seen as Diana's natural successor in terms of popularity and charitable focus. Diana's humanitarian work with children and her genuine connection with the public match Kate's approach more than Camilla's traditional royal stance. Royal watchers notice that Camilla's attempts to build her own legacy often fall short in public imagination. The palace might need to redefine Camilla's position, monarchy experts suggest. History shows that the monarchy adapts or faces irrelevance, a royal historian concludes. Camilla's future role might become more ceremonial than substantive. Public opinion shifts in favor of Kate Middleton. This overwhelming wave of public support for the Princess of Wales has cemented a new reality within the palace walls, one that can no longer be ignored. The alleged attempt to sideline Kate Middleton has not only failed, but has inadvertently triggered a definitive public verdict on the future of the monarchy. The people have spoken, not through polls alone, but through an organic and passionate defense of the woman they see as the institution's true north. In this new landscape, Prince William's bold actions are cast in a new light. His decisive defense of his wife has not only been vindicated but celebrated, positioning him as a resolute future king who prioritizes integrity and his family's well-being over outdated palace politics. The couple has emerged from this ordeal more united and powerful than ever, their vision for a compassionate, modern monarchy now backed by an undeniable public mandate. In stark contrast, Queen Camilla finds her influence diminished, her legacy now irrevocably tied to a controversy that painted her as out of touch with public sentiment. King Charles, caught between duty and family, now presides over a fractured house where the heir's authority, buoyed by popular opinion, increasingly rivals his own. His silence on the matter is no longer seen as dignified neutrality, but as an inability to steer the royal ship through treacherous waters. Ultimately, this episode, born from alleged jealousy and a struggle for relevance, has ironically become the catalyst that has clarified the monarchy's trajectory. The old guard's quiet maneuvering has been exposed and rejected. The path forward is no longer dictated by birthright or internal hierarchy alone, but by the undeniable will of the people, who have clearly